Alright, hey Chicago fans, this is Chicago Sports Central, and now I'm going to talk about the Chicago Cubs. When I think Cubs, I think a lot of money. I think of a terrible team who has potential because of that money, but I mean, just with Jim Hendry being our general manager alone, I don't think we'll be a contender for a long, long time. I mean, we need pitching. Getting Pujols or Prince Fielder in the offseason is not going to make us a playoff contender. Sure, we'll be a little better, like 10 wins better in a week on El Central. That might be good enough, but in the playoffs, that won't do you anything. We don't have pitching. We'll start off in left field with Alfonso Soriano, overpaid. I don't know how many years he has left on his contract. I think it's like maybe 3, but the way Jim Hendry set up his contract is that he's getting more money toward the end of the number of years he's playing for us, so we could bring up more free agents in his early years, but he's proven to be worth nothing now, hitting like 120 in the last month. Marlon Byrd, freaky accident with the getting hit by the pitch, but I mean, I like him. He's a good defense. He's just a solid player. He doesn't seem to have an attitude, just a team guy. And on right field, we just traded Fukudome for a prospect in single A, the outfielder, and the pitcher who's in triple A. Numbers not so good. Tyler Colvin is in our active roster right now, but I mean, he's proven that he can't do anything in the pros. He had like an 0 for 31 streak a couple months ago. And at first base, Pena, I'd love to see Pena stay for a while. I know he's hitting 220 with only 20 home runs, but he's solid defensively. He's the left-handed power hitter the Cubs have always been looking for, and I just want him to stay. He's a good team guy. He doesn't bring an attitude to the team. Darwin Barney and Castro, they irritate you. I mean, Castro and Barney, they're both hitting around 300, but when their on-base percentage and their batting average are close to the same, it's not good. I mean, these guys need to draw more walks. They're not disciplined enough at the plate, and maybe in the next couple of years they'll draw more walks, be more disciplined, but I mean, for now, it's not good. I mean, Darwin Barney is solid. He doesn't hit for second baseman power, which is like 15 home runs. He only has 2. Castro, he doesn't hit for shortstop power, which could be like 20 to 25 home runs. He's hitting like 300, 303, something like that. Not a lot of speed. They have speed, just not stolen base speed like Tony Campana, but Campana's not going to be an everyday starter. Aramis Ramirez said he doesn't want to be traded. He wants to be a Cub for life, which is scary because whenever the Cubs need him to perform, like if we're still in like a pennant race or NL Central race, he falls off the table. But when the Cubs are 12, 13 games back of first place and so many more out of the wild card, he starts to pick up his game. I mean, maybe it's just because of the warmer weather as the summer gets going in Chicago, because it's cool in the beginning of the season, but I mean, we need you at the beginning of the season so we don't fall so far behind. And then Soto's fine. He's cheap. He's good defensively. Doesn't have an attitude. One of the leaders on our team. I mean, he hits okay for a catcher, but the main problem is pitching. I mean, looking at my rotation now, Dempster, Zambrano, Garza, Wells, and Lopez. I know Cashner should be in there, but he's injured, and he's looking like he's going to be another Mark Pryor or Kerry Wood. Good prospect. I know Pryor and Wood actually showed that they can pitch, but I mean, Cashner, in his first start, he only had like 1 hit through 6 innings, and then he had to go with shoulder soreness. Dempster, he can go. We're going to owe him a lot of money in the next couple of years, but I mean, he has 1 good start and then 3 bad starts. Zambrano, you don't know what he's going to do. He's a ticking time bomb. He's great when he's on and god-awful when he's not, and more often than not, he's bad. Matt Garza, the last 3 or 4 starts, he's been great, like 1 run through 6 innings or 7 innings, and then Quaddy pulls him, and then they bring in Jeff Samardzija or whoever to blow the game. Carlos Marmol, he can go. He's so inconsistent. Marshall's our best reliever, and he is starting to get a little shaky. Kerry Wood's always injured. Can't trust him. I mean, up and down our pitching staff. At the beginning of this year, I thought we would be NL Central contenders, but what these last couple months have shown is that these guys can't pitch. They're not consistent enough. Our bullpen needs help. Our farm system needs help. I mean, I guess we're gonna be bad for a long time, Cubs fans, and I know you say like 109 years since we haven't won a World Series, but I'm talking the next maybe 5 or 6 years. It's not gonna be good. We had our window when Lou Piniella and Dusty Baker days. We had our window. We had our team, and we didn't do anything with it. In the playoffs, Aramis Ramirez hit like 1 for 12, going back to my point where he doesn't show up when the Cubs need him the most. So, I mean, that's all I have to say right now for these Cubs. Expect a lot of deals to go through with the trade deadline in a couple days, but I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. Thanks for watching. Please let me know if there's